After 50, your body wakes up in a silent crisis. Collagen production drops by nearly 30% within the first 5 years of menopause. Estrogen falls even faster, and overnight dehydration thickens your blood enough to slow skin repair by morning. Yet most women start their day with a drink that unknowingly accelerates this decline. What if choosing differently tomorrow could change how your skin hormones and energy age from this moment forward? I'm Dr. Eliza Hart, a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist, and for over 15 years, I've watched how dramatically a woman's morning routine can influence her hormones and skin after 50. What most women don't realize is that the first drink entering your body becomes a hormonal signal, a message that can either wake your cells into repair mode or push them deeper into collagen loss and estrogen imbalance. Some women start their day with coffee, others with cold water, and many with drinks that feel healthy, but actually strain the skin when collagen is already fragile. And yet, there is one specific morning drink that consistently supports hydration boosts, circulation calms cortisol, and gives aging cells the raw materials they need to rebuild. Few women know about it, and even fewer understand why it works so effectively at this stage of life. Before we dive in, please subscribe, comment the country you're watching from so I can see how far this message is traveling and help me reach my first 20,000 subscribers. It truly keeps this channel alive. Now let's look at the drink that makes all the difference after 50. 1. Warm lemon electrolyte water collagen activation. For many women in their 50s, mornings begin with a familiar sense of dryness in the skin, a slight heaviness around the eyes, or a stiffness that wasn't there a decade earlier. These changes are not random. They reflect the combined effect of overnight water loss and the natural decline of estrogen, which slows circulation and weakens your skin's ability to renew itself. This is why the very first drink of the day carries unusual importance. After 50, it becomes the earliest opportunity to restore hydration, stimulate blood flow, and signal your cells to begin their repair work. Warm lemon electrolyte water, when used gently and intentionally, creates exactly this biological environment. The warmth of the drink plays a central role. As estrogen falls peripheral, blood vessels lose some of their natural elasticity, and circulation becomes less efficient, especially first thing in the morning. Warm water helps reverse this by encouraging blood to move back toward the skin and connective tissues, allowing fibroblasts, the cells responsible for collagen production, to receive more oxygen and nutrients. This subtle increase in circulation often explains why the skin appears more awake and refreshed after just a few weeks of consistent practice. The small amount of vitamin C provided by 1 teaspoon of lemon juice is not meant to serve as a full supplement, but rather as a biological cue. Vitamin C initiates the hydroxylation steps needed for collagen formation, and even a mild dose delivered in a warm and diluted form is enough to activate these early-stage processes without irritating the stomach. When estrogen is low, the body responds strongly to these small triggers, making timing and gentleness more important than quantity. Electrolytes add another critical layer of support. After menopause, cells struggle to retain water and hydration alone, without minerals often passes through the body quickly. A light pinch of potassium or magnesium allows water to enter the cells more effectively, helping the skin maintain fullness and resilience throughout the day. This cellular hydration also plays a valuable role in stabilizing adrenal hormones, which partially compensate for declining estrogen. For women with sensitive digestion, the key is dilution rather than avoidance. A very small amount of lemon in warm water tends to soothe rather than irritate the stomach, supporting digestion without overwhelming it. The focus is on awakening the system gradually, allowing the body to transition from nighttime processes into daytime repair. When this gentle foundation is established the next morning, drink builds on a different mechanism of support, one that further enhances circulation and reduces inflammation. Let's look at that next. 2. Ginger water, circulation and inflammation support. While warm lemon electrolyte water sets the foundation for hydration, and early collagen-signaling ginger water adds another layer of support that becomes increasingly valuable after 50, especially for women who wake with stiffness, cold hands and feet, or a sense that their body needs more time to warm up in the morning. This gradual slowing of circulation is one of the most overlooked consequences of declining estrogen, and it affects far more than comfort. Reduced blood flow limits the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the skin and joints, creating an internal environment where inflammation rises quietly over time. Ginger, when infused gently into warm water, works with the body in a way that is both immediate and cumulative. Gingerols, the natural compounds responsible for ginger's characteristic warmth, have been shown in multiple studies to support vasodilation, which is the widening of blood vessels. This process helps blood move more freely toward the surface of the skin and into connective tissues, giving aging fibroblasts a better chance to repair collagen that has weakened overnight. Many women notice that after incorporating ginger water consistently, their morning stiffness softens more quickly, and the skin regains a healthier tone within the first hour of the day. Another benefit of ginger water lies in its calming effect on low-grade inflammation. After menopause, inflammatory markers tend to rise because estrogen is no longer acting as a natural regulator. This persistent silent inflammation can manifest as puffiness, joint discomfort, or a dull complexion. Ginger's anti-inflammatory compounds can help temper this response, not by suppressing it abruptly, but by encouraging the body's own regulatory pathways to function more efficiently. When delivered through warm water, these compounds are absorbed gently, making it easier for women with sensitive digestion to tolerate, compared with stronger, more concentrated forms. The digestive advantages of ginger water also play an indirect yet meaningful role in hormonal balance. A smoother digestive process reduces morning bloating and encourages steadier glucose levels, which in turn supports more stable cortisol patterns. Because cortisol and estrogen share interconnected pathways, improving one often benefits the other, creating a cascade of subtle improvements that become noticeable over time, particularly in energy, mood, and skin clarity. Ginger water is especially useful on days when your body feels inflamed or sluggish, offering a sense of internal warmth that many women describe as grounding. And as your circulation begins to respond to this gentle warmth, there is another morning option that supports your skin in a softer, more delicate way, especially for women whose stomach requires a kinder approach at the start of the day. 3. Vitamin C fruit-infused water. Gentle collagen boost. There are mornings when a woman's stomach feels more sensitive than usual, especially after 50 when digestive enzymes naturally decline and the gastrointestinal lining becomes more reactive to strong acidity or concentrated ingredients. On these days, the body responds best to something soft, hydrating, and naturally supportive rather than stimulating. This is where vitamin C fruit-infused water becomes an elegant alternative, one that nourishes your skin and hormones in a far gentler way, while still contributing meaningfully to collagen renewal. The infusion works through subtlety rather than intensity. When slices of orange, kiwi, or pomegranate rest in warm water, small amounts of vitamin C and polyphenols diffuse into the liquid at a slow, tolerable rate. Unlike juices, which can be acidic or high in sugar, this mild infusion delivers nutrients in a form that is kinder to the stomach and less likely to trigger reflux. Vitamin C plays a central role in collagen synthesis by assisting the enzymes that help stabilize and strengthen collagen fibers. And even a small amount, when paired with hydration, can help aging skin regain lightness and clarity throughout the day. Another benefit comes from the way fruit-infused water supports hydration balance. Many women mistakenly assume that drinking plain water is enough, yet without antioxidants, hydration alone does not adequately counter oxidative stress, which increases significantly after menopause. The gentle antioxidants that diffuse from these fruits help buffer the effects of overnight free radical activity, offering additional protection to fibroblasts that are already working harder in the absence of estrogen. This makes fruit-infused water especially valuable on days when the skin appears dull, puffy, or easily irritated. Women with sensitive digestion often appreciate how calming this option feels. Because the nutrients enter slowly, the stomach does not experience the abrupt activation that lemon or ACV can sometimes trigger. This gradual approach supports digestive comfort while still providing enough biological cues to encourage collagen maintenance. Many women describe this drink as a reset morning, especially on days when their system needs a gentler start. Before we continue, I'd love for you to share something with me. Tell me in the comments whether you usually wake up with a sensitive stomach or if your mornings feel stable, because understanding your experience helps me shape future guidance that truly supports you. Your interaction genuinely influences the direction of this channel, and it means more than you realize. And once hydration and antioxidant support are established in this softer way, another option focuses more specifically on metabolic pathways that play a major role in hormonal balance after 50. 4. Warm ACV water, estrogen pathway support. As women move through their 50s, hormonal shifts influence far more than the skin's appearance. They also reshape how the liver processes and eliminates older estrogen metabolites. This is a natural part of menopause, yet when these pathways become sluggish, women often experience symptoms such as bloating, morning fatigue, breast tenderness, or a sense of heaviness in the body that feels difficult to explain. Warm ACE water, when prepared in a gentle and diluted form, supports these pathways by offering mild acidity that stimulates digestive enzymes and encourages more efficient liver activity, two factors that become essential when estrogen is no longer operating at youthful levels. Apple cider vinegar in small quantities has a unique ability to support metabolic balance without overwhelming the stomach. The acetic acid found in ACV helps slow the release of glucose into the bloodstream, which prevents the sharp fluctuations that can elevate cortisol. Since cortisol rises easily after menopause and competes with estrogen for hormonal priority stabilizing, it is one of the most effective ways to reduce internal stress on the skin. By pairing ACV with warm water, the acidity becomes less harsh, allowing the digestive system to respond with greater ease, while benefiting from improved enzyme activation. Warm ACV water can also assist with lymphatic flow, a function that often becomes underactive with age. Many women notice fluid retention or puffiness upon waking, especially around the face or midsection. The gentle stimulation of digestion encourages movement throughout the abdominal cavity, supporting lymphatic drainage and reducing that lingering sense of morning heaviness. When these processes begin to function more smoothly, the body becomes better equipped to handle hormonal byproducts that would otherwise accumulate and contribute to inflammation. It's important to emphasize that ACV is not appropriate for everyone. Women with gastric ulcers, active reflux, or irritation of the esophageal lining may find even diluted acidity uncomfortable. However, for those who tolerate it well, 1 teaspoon in warm water provides a mild, structured start to the day that aligns with the body's natural detox pathways. The goal is not to cleanse in an extreme way, but to create a cleaner internal environment that supports hormonal balance. For some women, this steady, predictable routine also helps regulate appetite and reduces mid-morning cravings driven by fluctuating blood sugar, an additional benefit during hormonal transition. As your system begins to adjust to these more harmonious metabolic cues, there is another morning drink that shifts attention toward replenishing the minerals and cellular hydration your body needs most as collagen production becomes increasingly delicate after 50. 5. The number 1 drink, warm electrolyte water. Among all the morning drinks available to women after 50, warm electrolyte water stands apart because it supports the body at its most fundamental level, cellular hydration. While hydration may seem like a simple concept, the way it changes after menopause is anything but simple. Estrogen once helped regulate fluid balance, maintain the elasticity of blood vessels, and support nutrient delivery into the skin. As estrogen declines, cells gradually lose their ability to hold water, leaving the skin dull, the joints stiff, and the body more vulnerable to cortisol spikes in the early morning hours. Warm electrolyte water addresses these issues not by offering stimulation or acidity, but by restoring the very mechanism that allows every cell to function effectively. The temperature of the water matters because warmth encourages microcirculation, a gentle movement of blood toward the skin glands and connective tissues. This microcirculatory shift is subtle, but essential for fibroblasts, the cells responsible for collagen production, which depend heavily on an early supply of oxygen and minerals. Room temperature or cold water cannot deliver this effect as consistently because the body must work harder to warm the liquid before it can be used at the cellular level. With warm water, that barrier is removed, allowing hydration to be absorbed more smoothly. Electrolytes, particularly potassium and magnesium, are the true drivers of this morning routine. Without these minerals, water moves through the digestive system quickly and leaves the bloodstream just as fast, offering only superficial hydration. But with electrolytes, water is transported into the cells where it can support collagen structure, maintain skin plumpness, and stabilize the communication between adrenal hormones and the nervous system. Many women notice that when they begin the day with warm electrolyte water, their mood feels steadier, their energy rises more gradually, and their skin maintains a healthier tone throughout the morning. This drink is especially helpful for reducing morning cortisol elevations, which tend to rise sharply after menopause. Cortisol and collagen have an inverse relationship. The higher the cortisol, the more collagen breakdown occurs. Proper hydration with electrolytes softens this spike, giving the body a calmer hormonal start. The result is a morning that feels more grounded, more centered, and more supportive of long-term skin health. Warm electrolyte water is also the most adaptable morning drink for women with sensitive digestion, fluctuations in blood sugar, or days when the stomach feels unsettled. Because it contains no acids, sugars, or stimulating compounds, it offers a dependable foundation that the body can accept without resistance. And once this foundation is secure, the question naturally becomes how to combine these drinks throughout the week in a way that respects digestion, supports hormones, and avoids unnecessary stress on the system, a strategy that brings all 6 morning drinks together into one cohesive routine. 6. How to combine them, each morning dosage and timing. The most important principle for women over 50 is recognizing that the body responds best to consistency, supported by gentle variation, not excess. Each of the morning drinks plays a distinct biological role, yet the digestive system and hormonal pathways function more smoothly when only one is introduced at a time. Choosing a single drink each morning allows your stomach, liver, and circulatory system to respond fully, rather than dividing their energy among competing signals. This simplicity also prevents the acidity overload that often worsens reflux bloating or mid-morning crashes. For women who prefer a stable daily routine, warm electrolyte water offers the safest and most foundational option. Drinking 300 milliliters within the first few minutes of waking helps reduce morning cortisol and supports cellular hydration before caffeine or food enters the body. Because electrolytes allow water to enter the cells more effectively, this routine becomes a quiet anchor for collagen preservation and hormonal steadiness, especially on busy mornings. For those who enjoy rotating drinks throughout the week, gentle structure becomes essential. Warm lemon electrolyte water or ginger water can be used on alternating days, each supporting circulation and early morning collagen activation without overwhelming digestion. Drinking 250-300 milliliters about 10 to 15 minutes before coffee gives the stomach time to prepare, allowing the active compounds to work without competing with caffeine. On days when the stomach feels tender or reactive, vitamin C fruit-infused water provides a softer start. 300 milliliters, sipped slowly over several minutes, offers hydration and antioxidants without acidity. Women focusing specifically on estrogen metabolism may choose to alternate warm electrolyte water with diluted ACV water. In this case, 2 consecutive days of electrolytes followed by a single ACV day create a rhythm that supports liver pathways without placing constant acidic pressure on the stomach. Timing remains important. ACV should be consumed in warm water, never cold, and always in a diluted ratio to avoid discomfort. A few safety rules apply to every routine. Avoid combining 2 acidic drinks in the same morning, such as lemon water and ACV, because this can irritate the esophagus and disrupt natural stomach acidity. Keep total volume under 300 ml to prevent excessive dilution of digestive enzymes. And drink before coffee, not after, so the hormonal and circulatory benefits have time to take effect. Some women may also need a gentler approach than others. Those with reflux, gastritis, chronic illness, or individuals using hormone therapy should make adjustments carefully and consider speaking with their physician before changing their morning routine. Every body responds differently, and honoring your personal limits is just as important as choosing the right drink. Once these drinks are understood as individual tools, rather than competing choices, the next step is learning how to structure them across the week in a way that supports long-term balance, comfort, and sustainable habits. When integrating new morning drinks, the most effective approach is to give your body time to adapt gradually, rather than overwhelming it with too many changes at once. A week-by-week structure allows your digestive system, cortisol rhythm, and hydration pathways to adjust at a steady pace, especially during and after menopause, when the body's reactions tend to become more sensitive. This gentle progression also helps you clearly observe which drink best supports your energy, digestion, and skin, instead of guessing or mixing signals. During the first week, the goal is simple: establish a stable foundation with warm electrolyte water each morning. This routine helps regulate early morning cortisol, supports cellular hydration, and prepares the stomach for anything that follows. Many women notice that this alone brings more clarity and ease to their mornings, which is why it serves as the anchor for the entire plan. In the second week, you can introduce variety by alternating warm lemon electrolyte water or ginger water on selected days. Each option brings a different kind of support: lemon for light, collagen signaling, and improved circulation, ginger for warmth, mobility, and reduced inflammation. Using these drinks only a few mornings per week keeps your digestion comfortable while still giving your system enough stimulation to enhance blood flow and skin repair. It is important not to rush this step. Your body benefits most when changes feel gradual rather than abrupt. The third week is designed for women who want a gentler antioxidant boost on days when their stomach feels more sensitive. Adding 1 or 2 days of vitamin C, fruit-infused water, allows you to increase hydration and nourishment without acidity. This softer approach is particularly helpful after a late dinner interrupted sleep or mornings when your body feels more reactive than usual. By this stage, most women begin to sense which drinks uplift them, which calm them, and which support digestion best. Throughout this process, remember that your internal environment is unique. Women with reflux, gastritis, blood sugar issues, liver conditions, or those using hormone therapy may need to modify the schedule or proceed more cautiously. Adjustments are not signs of weakness. They are signs of listening to your body, which becomes increasingly important after 50. By moving through each week with intention and patience, the routine becomes far easier to maintain and far more effective in the long term. And once these habits settle into your mornings, the final step is understanding how to close your day with the same sense of nourishment, balance, and self-support. Your morning drink is not a small choice at this stage of life. It is the first signal your hormones, skin, and energy receive each day. By choosing gently warming, hydration-balanced electrolytes and supportive nutrients, you give your body the conditions it needs to repair rather than react. My advice is simple. Start with one small change tomorrow. Let your routine grow naturally and allow your body to show you what feels right. If my work has supported your journey in any way, and if you feel called to help this channel grow, your donation, no matter the amount, truly helps me continue creating guidance for women around the world. And before you go, please remember to like the video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here, and thank you for taking care of yourself with such intention.